Houston Rockets rolling over the Knicks. KD looking 37 years young as they get the 111 win to 94 against the Knicks. And now they are just 2 wins away from clinching a playoff spot. You can see right now their records are tied with the Timberwolves. They own the tiebreak, so they're in the 5th spot. And KD and the Rockets sit at 6th in the Western Conference as we see it right now. Welcome back inside the studio for NBA Showtime. Maria Taylor alongside the Hall of Famers, T-Mac, Vince Carter, and Carmelo Anthony here with you. Guys, let's get into the Rockets first.
Great question.
Or what is the question? What was the question?
You just asked a great question.
No, I was looking at Houston at 6.
Yeah.
And how they tied with Minnesota for 5th.
Yeah. He said, do they want 5?
Do they want 5?
That was a question Vince Carter proposed to me on there. He asked me, do they want 5?
Because the 5-4 would be?
Denver.
And then that's a first-round matchup. I don't know if you really do want to see, or do you want the Lakers? That's a great question. We'll get into that, but first let's start with this game. Let's start with this game and what we saw from the Houston Rockets. KD basically said the formula that they put on display against the Knicks is the one they need to use in the playoffs. Describe to me what that formula was tonight, Melo.
Well, everybody felt a part of what was going on. I think everybody contributed. You have guys like Tari Eason, those guys came off and had a hell of a game. Gave them, some physics, some physicality, some energy. Something that Houston has been lacking this season since Steven Adams has been out. So they showed that tonight. And they shot the ball well. I think the home court helped them, right? But I also think KD was in a situation tonight that he wasn't going to let his team continue going down the route and the path that they have been going down.
Yeah, 35 assists. That is a season high for the Rockets. A great way to describe the way that they played. 53% from the field, 42% from 3. So you're right. They made it look easy, essentially, on offense, VC.
Yeah, moving the ball finding open shooters. I tell you one thing about Reed Shepherd. He understands his role. I tell you that. When you're open or kind of open, you let it fly, and he's doing just that. I mean, he's benefiting off of playing with, obviously, a superstar and Hall of Famer in KD and Şengün's unselfishness, but he's getting easy transition buckets like you see here, but when he has an opportunity to shoot the ball, he lets it fly regardless. And what it does, it opens the floor up. And if you have somebody like that making 3-point shots, now that's taking a body who's supposed to be in help mode, you're taking them off because you want to stay close to a hot shooter.
So they have, 6 guys in double figures. I haven't seen them move the ball like this. Is this a product of bad basketball defense by the Knicks, or this is a product of what we will see from the Houston Rockets moving forward? And I'm posing this question.
I think tonight's win bought them some time. I don't think it fixed a lot of the things that we were speaking about, pregame, but it bought them some time to continue to get better in those aspects. We still, they still not the best 3-point shooting team. They still last in a lot of these statistical categories. So, yeah, tonight was a great display against a really good team in the New York Knicks, also a team who's still trying to figure themselves out going down the stretch. So, again, I just think home court tonight, the guys got hot, and KD willed them to that win.
Here's the real quick, you asked the question, so I'm going to answer real quick. Here's the concerning spot for me. 22 bench points, 20 of them from Reed Shepherd.
Right.
Well, they struggle with bench points in general. Reed Shepherd came off the bench for the first time in 6 games. So there's some thought process.
So he gives them some bench scoring, but like somebody else, like they can't go 6 deep and expect to win a playoff series like that. So they're going to need some more scoring. At some point, some of those guys, you have to spare some minutes from KD in the playoffs to make sure he's good for the 4th quarter. So you're going to have to find some scoring outside, outside of just Reed Shepherd, who obviously
he played 34 minutes, only 34 minutes tonight.
Yeah, KD. He had a big night, Reed Shepherd, but like somebody else is going to have to get some.
Man, you don't like something in there?
No, I'm just looking at their bench. He has to be their scorer. Right. He has to do that. He has to be consistent, coming off the bench, scoring like that. As a young player, that's a lot of pressure on him to do that.
But it seems comfortable because he just catches and shoots. Like he understands. I'm the neutralizer to defenses if I just let it fly.
Well, Ime gives him that confidence. So it's hard for a first-year player a first-year player to come in and just get that green light like that. Because remember, he wasn't a part of any of that, right?
And he's only in the second season, so like you guys are
second
saying,
season, yes, absolutely.
The youth of it in general,
It's
you know
tough.
what I mean? And feeling like he has a green light.
He may have to give him that confidence because he may know it's playoff time. We need Reed Sheppard to shoot the ball and play with confidence.
100%. Yeah, because it's all the things when we talk about OKC and the success they could have in the playoffs because they can go so deep and everybody can score. And that's something right now the Houston Rockets are trying to find out if they have that for the playoffs. Let's get over to the Knicks because Melo told us.
They missed you. She missed you.
I'm going to the Knicks because Melo actually told us that they were going to win tonight. I remember, and I said, "Okay."
He did say that.
I said, "Okay, that's exactly what's going to happen." He did, and he said it with his chest.
I would still say it with my chest.
So what happened?
What had happened was KD and the Rockets needed this game. This is
more than the Knicks needed the game?
You know, the Knicks needed the game too, but if you got to think about the Knicks is coming off of a tough stretch, 8 road games. It's like it's a lot going on. A little fatigue. I'm just saying, Mac, you know how it is. Mac, you know how it is.
Don't do that.
End of a road trip.
It's a 4-game road trip.
Nah, he been going for a while. We've been working for a long time. People tired. You see Cat run up and down the court. They was fatigued.
Listen,
hey, we were fatigued today.
Sis, you can't
you're right, because I'm not going to can't. Melo, the Cleveland Cavaliers are a half game behind the Knicks. You said the Rockets need a win? Yes. The Knicks need to hold on.
The Rockets needed a morale win, right? They needed a morale win. The Knicks need to figure out what is going down and what is happening and how we getting everybody aligned and on the same page, because tonight wasn't great basketball from the Knicks. It was a lot of holes in what we've seen tonight in that basketball game that we was all sitting up here like, hold up, what is that?
Yeah.
What are they running? What are they doing? Why sub Cat out? Like, it was a lot of things that we were talking about and pointing out to. It's just, I don't see the cohesiveness right now going into the stretch of the postseason.
So for me, the Knicks need a team meeting like the Rockets, because we see the morality of the Rockets.
You mean another meeting?
Well, another meeting, right? Because if you look at the body language, the body language is bad, right? There's no accountability. Everybody is looking at each other. They're not pointing a finger, but they're looking at each other like it's your fault. They're missing assignments, missing rotations. The effort isn't there. Bro, we only have 5 more games left. It's playoff time. So if we're having this right now, you think we're going into the playoffs ready for a Boston team or a Detroit team or a Raptors team, a Hawks team? Like, y'all ready for that? Fill it up? Like, no.
I do think they built for the playoffs. I will say that. I've said this all season long. I do believe that the Knicks are built for the playoffs. It's right now, to your point, Mac, the habits that they are showing us every single time that we watch them. It's not getting better.
No.
You know, those habits are not getting better.
Does the Knicks hold on to 3rd place?
They hold on. They hold on.
You just saw they got to play Boston. They got to play the Hawks. They got to play the Raptors.
At Hawks next, and then they have 3 home games against 3 tough teams. But do they hold on to 3rd?
Right. I don't know exactly who the Cavs play, but I told you just a half game. Okay. I want to get to Karl Anthony Towns. 22 points in this one.
Yes.
And very, very in the second half, it seemed like you turned it on even more. I'm just curious what y'all's thoughts were in the second half.
I'm just curious to hear what my compadres think. Like, where did he get most of his points at tonight?
In the paint.
In the paint, right? So that's what we talked about in pregame. This is how they need to play. Feature him more, because the other guys, they're going to get in where they fit in, right? This is Jalen Brunson and Cat's show. Like, the offense should be running through these 2 guys. Jalen Brunson struggled tonight.
He did.
Cat is supposed to be the guy that you feature religiously tonight and see what you get out of that. I don't understand what I'm watching when I watch these guys on the offensive end.
I mean, he's averaging, like I said, 3.1 offensive rebounds a game. He gets 2 offensive rebounds a game. He draws fouls. He draws attention. He does make the right play. Sometimes he makes a silly play. But, again, here's a guy that can, like you said, can get you points, can draw fouls, can draw double teams to create open shots for the Knicks to make the game easier, where you don't have to run plays for everyone else. You know, instead of feeling like, okay, who's what? Like, you can't run JB in the ground.
No, I don't. No, you cannot run. You cannot run JB in the ground. And we also, I think Reggie alluded to this during the game. Whoever's your second guy on the team have to be in attack mode as well. Yes. You can't not be in attack mode, right? You can't turn it off and turn it on, because you got to be ready to go at all times of the game.
You got to demand them.
OG and Mikal and Josh Hart, those guys could, chill and then pick their spots, but JB and Cat, they can't pick their spots.
Yeah.
They have to go right away.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. JB, he played 37 minutes, but was 5 for 14, 12 points. Again, just struggled a little bit offensively. So it could be a day
Dead
for
legs.
Cat. Yeah, and you're coming off the OKC game. Like, we're going to give all the